Hello everyone and welcome back to Love Island the game. Now I know Love Island's not happening anymore, but we have to wait too long to the next series actually because it's going to be a South African one, isn't it? They're doing another one literally after Christmas. It's going to be 2 in a year. Why do I look so pink today? It's not a sunburn, I just look very pink, like a sausage. Anyway, Love Island, let's carry on with the game. Let's keep going, because I know if I stop it, I know I want to stop it as well, because the show's not on anymore. But I know for a fact, if I go on something different, most of you will say, continue on with Love Island. So I'm going to continue on for a few more episodes at least. I'm going to keep going, see what sort of juice we can get out of it. If it gets dry, I'm leaving, all right? It's an evening episode, which means I've got my tipple. I've got a rhubarb gin with tonic. Cheers. So today's episode could get very, very interesting. Get sticky with it. Getting saucy. Let's go. Day 4. Previously on Love Island. Things weren't looking good for Fanny. I could be going home tonight. No, you won't. Because, let's be honest, you're the protagonist of this game. There's no chance of going home. Otherwise, no one wants a game over. They want people to play the game for as long as possible. But then she turned on the charm. But she didn't. She didn't even buy a new outfit. How's it going? She says. We saw this bit, and one of the boys seems to be fallen super under her spell.
I'm really looking forward to spending more time with her to see if there's some magic.
And I thought Lottie was our resident mystic. We also bid our farewell to Jane Austen. Sorry, I meant Hannah. Together we beat on, like boats in the current, into the future. Oh, give it a rest, Hannah. Yeah, boo. Coming up, our new couples get to have a brunch of fun.
What's the point in life if I can't treat myself every day?
Says Bobby. Some discover their coupling may have been a little half-baked.
I just thought things would feel different,
says Marisol. While others do not have a thing to worry about.
Noah and I just get each other.
Okay, Hope and Noah are looking strong. And is my pun game only going to get stronger? You butter believe it. Clever, love that. It's the morning after the first Ander is dumped from the villa and all is quiet. Well, except Noah snoring and Marisol sleep talking. One Islander, Fanny, doesn't appear to have the best sleep.
For goodness sake, how does Hope sleep with Noah snoring so loud? If she can cope with that, they're meant for each other.
You turn to look at Rocco. He's kicked all his sheets to the bottom of the bed, revealing his chiseled body. Thank God for that. Thought it was something else then.
Revealing his giant schlong.
His hands rest cupped over his lower abs. His face is a picture of serenity. He's probably dreaming of sitting at a campfire in the middle of the Amazon rainforest. You look around the room. At first, in the gloom, you think no one else has stirred. Then you notice Lottie sitting straight up in bed, staring at you. Her long, colourful hair is dangling in front of your face. She smiles. Fanny? Lottie must be devastated that Hannah was dumped last night. What should I say? How are you doing? Maybe jump? Get up to anything last night? Get up to anything last night? No, Bobby's more of a maid. You hear a rustling sound across the room. Gary sits up and looks at you.
Oi, keep it down, you two.
Oh, get out of it, Gary. It's the morning, all right? Why don't you sort yourself out?
Some of us are trying to sleep off an active night.
All right, Gary. We all know you got laid last night. You need to brag about it.
But you'd know all about that, wouldn't you, Fanny?
Seems like Gary heard me and Rocco last night. Shut up, Gary. I haven't even got started. How did you hear? Shut up, Gary.
All right, steady on. Just having a laugh.
Yeah, well, just look at your tattoo.
Marisol and I had a great time last night.
Yeah, but no one asked. No one asked about your night. So why for the need to inform us?
If you know what I mean.
Sounds like Marisol and Gary got up to stuff. What do you mean? Would she want you to share that? I didn't hear a thing.
I didn't think anyone would. I know how to keep it down here, like some people. I'm like a ninja at doing bits.
More like you're just rubbish at it. If you're good, she would have made noise. No one notices you come in.
Exactly. What?
You see Marisol emerge from under the covers. She rubs her, oh thank God, she rubs her eyes. Whew, that went dodgy. She rubs her eyes before fixing a frown at Gary.
What are you talking about?
Says Marisol.
It was just a small peck on the lips,
says Marisol.
Oh, it seemed like more to me.
How dark was it? You couldn't make out what was going on.
How? It were just a little peck to say goodnight. I was just being friendly.
Well, it felt special, said Gary.
Well, I didn't mean it to be a whole big deal.
You're such a liar, Gary. It's already hurt Hannah.
What are you talking about? I was always straight with her. Why are you even bringing this up?
It happened last night. She literally left the villa yesterday and you're already cracking on. Lottie's upset because Gary didn't choose Hannah at the coupling. If not Hannah, it would have been Marisol. You should have given her another chance. Do all your discussion all over again. You should have given her another chance.
So what? I was meant to couple up with someone I didn't want to be with just to spare her feelings?
She tried so hard with you, Gary, but you didn't even get to know her.
I didn't have to. I knew she wasn't right, says Gary. And I know I have someone I actually want to get to know.
That's fair. That's a good point, actually. It's a fair point. Well made. Rocco stirs next to you. What's he stirring? Stew?
Whoa, dude. This is a really bad vibe to start the day with. It's Lottie who should calm down, mate.
Marisol touches his... Oh, thank God. His arm. Marisol touches his arm. He shrugs it off. No, I've barely woken up and Lottie's already on my case. And don't even get me started on Fanny. I'm so glad I picked that name. He looks around the room, then stops frowning, a grin emerging on his face instead. Ha! It's all bats anyway. Oh, I hate Gary. He jumps off the bed and heads for the door. I'm gonna go lift something heavy. He slams the door shut for a moment. Nobody speaks. Well, that was awkward, says Bobby. Yeah, it's been less than a week and the energy in here is already completely out of whack. Oh. Rocco turns to you. At least we have each other. Rocco seems relieved that we've coupled up. Thank goodness. For now, ignore him. You look away from him. You get the feeling that he watches you for a while longer. Hope and Noah sit up in bed, their backs resting against the headboard. They look like an old married couple. They're the Amy and Curtis of this series. I'll tell you that. Oh, Noah's quiet one. You all right now, Marisol? Marisol wipes her cheek for a brief second. She looks vulnerable. Of course I am, says Marisol. We knew the first dumping would be tough. It's only natural that emotions are running high. I'm gonna get ready. Yeah, you better spend some gems, love. You're looking raucous. She gets out of bed and heads to the bathroom. I hope she's okay, says Hope. Remind me to never share a room with 10 people. Don't worry though, Marisol, you're all about to do something that will make this morning a little more appetizing. Oh, I've got a text, says Rocco. Islanders, enjoy a lazy lie-in and then please press to impress for couples brunch in the garden. Hashtag yum yum, hashtag great British brunch off. Brunch, my second favourite meal of the day, says Bobby. After dessert, of course. With his dessert, he's got cake on his shorts, hasn't he? Isn't it more of a weekend thing, says Ibrahim? What's the point in life if I can't treat myself every day? Someone should go find Gary. This would be a perfect opportunity to get to know Rocco better. You make your way to the dressing room. Oh. Everyone else seems to be making a real effort. I should do the same. No! I'm not falling for it. You can't make me do this. Yep, boring. Straight up. We don't care. Blue, never lose. Yeah, I guess this will have to do. Rocco's taking ages. I'm going to wait in the lounge and make my way downstairs. I'm not getting a new bikini top. Gary sat down on the nearest sofa, his head bowed. He turns when you enter. Oh, hey, says Gary. He jumps up. Do you mind if I have a word with you? He looks more serious than you've seen before. Oh no. He's about to say something when the other islanders start making their way down the stairs. Damn it. In private? I'll catch you after brunch, yeah? Before you can answer, Rocco grabs you around the waist. Come on, Slowpoke, it's brunch time. He leads you towards the lawn. You look back at Gary, he winks at you. Wait, hang on a minute, Gary. Watch out, son. I wonder what he wants to talk about. We won't find out. It's time for our islanders to feast their eyes on this. Well, feast. Oh, did I read that wrong? I can't remember, I've missed it now. Bobby and Priya squeal as they make their way outside. The lawn is laid with a gorgeously set table for two. That's how they screamed. A buffet table laden with delicious pastries, cereals, and fruit juices sits proudly above them. Come on, sits proudly. How can you imagine a breakfast sitting proudly? How does a breakfast sit proud? What are you on about? Anyway, Gary seems to perk up at the sight of all the food. Yes, bruv, this is more like it. I like to experience a variety of foods, but I can't start the day with anything too heavy. It upsets my chiselly turned stomach. He scans the table and picks up a proudly sat grapefruit, throwing it in the air and catching it before setting it back down. Perfect! I like throwing my food around, catching it before I eat it. Is there anything here you like the look of, Fanny? What brunch food do I like? French toast, croissants, or melon? French toast. Get that French toast in ya. It's got to be made just right, though. Nothing worse than when it turns into scrambled egg mush. Let's grab some. I'm famished. The two of you make your way up to the buffet table. Noah skirts around, picking up pieces of everything. Nearby, Marisol and Hope are whispering. It's just loud enough for you to hear. It's only been an evening, babe, she says. I know, but I was expecting to feel something different. That certain spark, you know? Oh, here's Fanny. You look great, Fanny, even in that. Maybe Hope is right. I want to look my best. No! Stop! She turns to Marisol. Do you want her take on it? I really don't want to talk to Fanny about this, says Marisol. Noah walks over from the other side of the table. I know you guys haven't always been seen eye to eye, but maybe another perspective would help you, Marisol. Fine, says Marisol. Her eyes look out over the arrangement of food, sitting there proudly, by the way, before focusing back on you. So, with you and Rocco, are you feeling, the spark? Huh? That's something, a special something. Am I feeling the spark of Rocco? There's something there. No, I don't think so. I think we need more time. There's something there. That's good to hear. I know it's only been an evening, but I thought I'd feel something immediately. I mean, I didn't feel it with Bobby, but I've not got it with Gary yet either. And then he exaggerated about us making out last night. What would his nan say? Says Hope. Exactly.
What do you think, Fanny? Marisol seems to be having doubts about Gary. That spark's a load of old rubbish, hun. Without the spark, you got problems. Give Gary more time. Stop worrying about yourself. Without a spark, you got problems. You think? Says Marisol. Unfortunately, yes, says Fanny. The spark is how you know you're onto something. Without it, how can you be sure? That's what I was afraid of. I just thought things would be different now that we're with people we wanted to be with. I found Gary so hot before, and he seemed super sweet, but why am I now not feeling it? I guess I should be getting back to him. You're a classic example of someone who enjoys the chase, but not the catch. I'm sorry, that's you. It's nice to see a different side to you, though. She picks up 2 plates of food and heads back to the table. Both for her. Nicely put, Fanny, says Noah. I didn't mean to pry, but I couldn't help overhearing. Thanks, Noah, says Fanny. Let's get back to our brunch, hun, says Hope. The two of them walk back to the table together. Rocco comes over to you, his plate stacked high with grapefruit. I saw you got sidetracked, so I picked up some toast as well. Didn't want you to miss out. Let's sit down. On our breakfast. Oh no, the two of you make your way to an empty table by the pool and tuck into your food. Great, come on. At first, neither of you say anything, focusing instead on the brunch. Rocco shifts in his seat. He goes to speak, stops and starts again. So tell me, what's it like being a charity? Rocco remembered what I do. Being a charity is a real challenge at times, thrilling but exhausting, it pays bills. Thrilling but exhausting. No 2 days are ever the same, and while that sounds exciting, it can be really tiring. That's understandable, at least it sounds like you enjoyed it. So few people seem to find a job they love. I'm going fast here because this bit's, let's be honest, I want to get to the action. At least there's always hobbies you can keep you sane, right? Thank goodness. Anyway, enough about me. What was your idea of a perfect date? Yeah. Hit me with your best guess. Okay, Rocco's perfect date would be a meal followed by a film, acoustic music session at an arcade, and acoustic music session. Right on! Although I'd rather be up there playing something myself. Okay, one more. What would you do with limited money? What's your main goal in life? What is your main goal in life? Wow, you asked the big stuff. What do you think it is? Rocco's main dream is freedom and not having to decide, to create a brand new baked good, to win an international tournament. Freedom. I couldn't have put it better myself. See, I know him. I don't like holding myself back with rules and expectations. I see life as a road, you know? I'm just going along for the journey. Maybe you'll be there with me. Wow, you really seem to know me. He shifts in his seat and fiddles with his... Oh, thank God. Oh, jeez, I thought it was me something else then. He shifts in his seat and fiddles with his fork. Whew. Before speaking again. All right, I've got one. You know people get that feeling when they're the right person? Funny, I was talking about the spark with Marisol earlier. All right, well, do you think we have it or something like it? 100%. I definitely feel something. That's a relief. I'm glad it's not just me. Rocco puts his food down and rests his chin against his hands. Actually, I do have one more question for you. Are you happy I picked you? You seemed less than thrilled about it last night. Am I happy that Rocco picked me? Of course I am, Rocco. Well, that's a relief. It can be hard to tell sometimes. I'm just very up and down in this game. One minute I like you, next minute I hate you. You look around at other couples. Noah and Hope are feeding each other with their forks. That's a power couple right there. Gary and Marisol don't appear to be talking much. Wouldn't want to be on that table. Gary sees you looking and gives you another wink. Stop winking at me, Gary, you weirdo! I wonder what Gary wants to talk about later. I think you all know. I think it's pretty obvious. You carry on looking around at the other couples. Priya appears to be carrying the conversation with Ibrahim. Ibrahim really needs to come out of his shell soon. Lottie can't seem to take a bite out of food without almost spitting it out with laughter. What could Boyd be saying that's so funny? You turn back to the gaze of Rocco. I'm glad we got to do this. It's been good to get to know you better. Wouldn't you say so? I think it was great. I've been on better dates. Guys usually serenade me after a date. I've been on better dates. Oof! Go for the gut punch, why don't you? The two of you spend the rest of the brunch in awkward silence. See, like I said, I'm nice, but I can be horrible. The brunch is over, while most of the Islanders work it off by, well, not doing much at all. Gary finds his moment to approach Fanny again. Is she ready for some top quality banter from one of Southeast's finest? You're lounging on one of the sunbeds watching Rocco float on the surface of the pool. What is he dead? He's just face down, just floating, dead. Damn it, Rocco. Your full stomach and Spanish heat is soon have you dozing off until something blocks out the sun. You look up and see Gary standing over you. There's a strange smile on his face. Remember earlier when I wanted to chat? Yes, and that's all I've heard about this whole game. Well, it's now good. Find out what Gary wants, turn him down. Yeah, okay, I'll spend my gems. See, I'd rather do that in outfits. Of course, I'll chat with you. Great. He looks around at the snoozing Islanders. I like to do it somewhere a little more private though. I'm not one for secrets, but I can't have the others hear us. He scans the villa, but there's islanders in every corner. Gary cracks a smile. Fancy a quick workout in the gym? Sure, you make your way there. Here we go in the gym. Unsurprisingly, none of the Islanders have taken it upon themselves to work out after a full brunch. Gary looks over at you, testing out a few different sets of dumbbells. Of course he is. All right, get on the bench. I'll give you a brief workout while we chat. Gary thinks I need help with the workout. Allow Gary to help you, tell me you know how to do it. I know how to do it, Gary. Get out of my face. You position yourself on the bench. I know how to work out, she says. Just spot me. Oh, fair enough. He hands you the weights and keeps an eye on your form. So what's the matter, Gary? It's about Marisol. Duh. I know I got hot-headed this morning. I'm worried I've made a right fool of myself. Gary also lied about making out with Marisol. Should I bring it up? You also lied about kissing her. Yes. For a moment, Gary stares off into the distance. He stops guiding your arms. Yeah, that wasn't on. Why did you do it? I honestly don't know. I really like Marisol. I was so happy when I got to pick her, and then we were in bed. I wasn't interested in doing anything, but I kept hearing the others. I guess I wanted to believe that what we had more than a little of a peck. Do I want to call Gary out on his lie, call him out, or drop it? I can't be asked. To be fair, you continue with some more reps before Gary speaks up again. Do you know how Marisol is feeling about me and her? She's really quiet at the brunch. It got awkward. She said she wasn't feeling the spark. Yeah, boom, I don't care. I'm going straight in there. She wasn't feeling the spark. Gary whistles for his teeth. That bloody spark! You know, that's not the first time a woman's said that about me. He says, whistling for his teeth. What even is it? And how do I change it? You can't just make the spark happen, Gary. Like all things, it takes time. But not lying about doing bits would be a good start. Oh well, I appreciate your honesty either way. We should probably be getting back to the others. They'll get suspicious otherwise, he says. Can't say that word whilst having drinks. Suspicious. He leans over to help you lower the weights to the ground. Well, that's nice of him. The two of you are close enough to touch. If I want to make a move on Gary, this is my chance. Put him in for a kiss. Don't make a move on him. Don't make a move on him. Get out of my face, Gary. My mind's a mess right now. Isn't that an Ed Sheeran song? My mind's a mess. No. Oh, I'm a mess. Gary sets the weights down and helps you up. Thanks for the chat, though. He gave you some things to think, though. First, the Hannah situation, then Lottie gets in my head. You tell me Marisol isn't feeling the spark. What a mess. Gary sighs. Come on, let's get out of here. The two of you walk back to silence. You wake up at your position on the sun lounger.
Oh, don't worry, Gary. I'm sure Marisol will come around. It's not like there'll be obstacles on your path. Or distractions. Can anyone else see those flying pegs? With their bellies full, the Islanders might be off for some relaxation. Shame there's still a day's worth of fun to be had. Coming up, something's a little slimy.
It's in my mouth, says Marisol.
Don't miss it.
Boom, and there we go. Right, I'm gonna end the episode there. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, leave your comments down below. I read through them and try and see what the gist of things are, what you're enjoying, what you're not enjoying. Hope you enjoyed it. There should be another one, hopefully, very, very soon. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.